What's up, guys? Long time no see. So lots happened in our little, I guess,
Hiatus.
yeah, hiatus. Our little break. You're gonna have to move. That's not gonna work. I got this mouse right here and
Um,
try to control.
Wow.
Sorry. So, we've been. This is not gonna. I'm gonna give justice for all. Respect with what he asked, and we're not gonna talk about what he's got going on, so he can, gets to do what he wants to do with his interview and stuff. Um, so, you know, we will weigh in on it for sure at some point. But like he said, he asked for nobody to do it for at least 48 hours, so we'll do that. I have nothing bad to say about it. I'm just saying that we with everything, it's got to look for answers with everything. With every interview, try to fact check. You got to see what's said and if try to line it up, and we've been trying to do that, and it's fair with anything that we try to do. So tonight's kind of be a little different. If y'all remember, if you were a part of it, Adrian. Well, let me start over. Adrian and I and Alli were putting together some stuff from the third search, and we were looking around Fields Road and stuff. And if you remember that the Fire Tower Road was brought up quite a bit, and early on in this, and Don was the one who talked about it a lot. So as we were looking around Fields Road and putting stuff together, Adrian we're gonna show you some stuff where she shows where somebody's property is that's on Fields Road. We're gonna show you just how close this connects, and it might blow your mind. I think that this is possibly could be a few reasons why they're out there. Um, what else are we gonna do? And hi to everybody. Sorry for not going through and saying hi to everyone in here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being patient with us, as I had to take a little bit of time off for my kids' sake with passing my grandmother and um, other things, just family time. But do you want to say anything, or Adrian? Everybody, think we. Adrian's been really awesome from Krama Mama, and we've worked well with each other, trying to put things together. And I think y'all will see that. And if you saw the last little interview we broke down, I thought it was pretty good. Do you want to say anything?
No, just hi to everybody. Sorry we've been a little bit absent, but we're back.
Right. And Adrian, did you want to say anything?
Yeah, sorry. We've got a meltdown happening over here. Sorry. Yeah, so this is pretty interesting stuff here. It's it just puts a lot of things into question, especially now that we have this stuff with Jose that's come out. Just to me, it I've been questioning it for a while, and they have too, and we've kind of talked about it, but we didn't have the link, I guess, maybe between those two areas, and then it just we've kind of pulled an all-nighter last night, and it was I was almost in tears because I just had this weird feeling while we were looking at this map, and it's just it's very strange to see it, and so I hope that everybody can kind of understand and
Yeah, and
put pieces together too. So
right. It's just a lot of things that were in question early on. As this case goes on, you can kind of put puzzle pieces where they never had a place to go into a certain area now, and that's basically what we're going to show you. I think it's gonna really open your eyes to some stuff, and then also I'm going to show some things that might be. I'm going to show one thing that came to mind when uh, Jose was talking about the red truck and stuff in his interview at the end of this, and just something that could be something, might not, could not be. It's just I remember seeing it, um, and it really made me raise my eyebrow for sure, because I was like, that's from what he's talking about. There's I think, help me if I'm wrong, Adrian, on this, but he's talking. Jose says that maybe even Don, when he went out of town, was driving. Took a red truck with ladder racks on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's like I said, when I show you this, it possibly could be something, and it quite possibly could not be. It's just something that my attention. I remembered when he said that, but we'll cover that at the end. Let me make sure. Let me find that. Make sure I have it ready for it, so we can pull it up. But I've got this. I know that this was not intentional. I know Justice for All has a live. I found out in Chasing chat later today, like he had one scheduled at 5:30. I don't know what time zone he's in either. I've had this thing scheduled since like 4:35 this morning. So I don't, I didn't know really how to go about it, except to go quick, get our information out, and try to cover it quick. But let me send this so I have it ready when we need it. Okay. All right. I'm going to share, and I've kind of got a little thing put together, so this should be easy to show. And we'll go over it. If you're lost right now about what we're talking about, it'll make sense here in just a second. All right. Google Earth has a tendency to mess up when trying to do a live stream with it. So I'm hoping that it'll say it's already slowing me down. If not, I can just pull up maps. Okay, cool. All right. So in the third search that they had, just the most recent search that they just had going on
a
couple weeks ago, where they were on Fields Road. This is kind of a 2D. This is Chimney Top Mountain right here. This is the spine, the very tip top. This is in 2D. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is, early on, Don Wells, if we're going to talk about everything that's been said and be objective and take what everybody said into account, you have to look at all of it. So he kept bringing up Fire Tower Road, talking about Fire Tower, and that always stuck with me. So when they came, and if you guys were with us when we covered this, we kind of were playing around with Google Maps and actually found this. And so I brought this up to Adreian last night, and it blew her mind too. So I'm going to hit this right here and tell me if y'all can follow along with it pretty easy. All right. So this is the side of Fields Road. Let me see if it's glitching, or can y'all hear me fine? See everything?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is the side, and I kind of skipped ahead, but let me see if I can just go right over here a little bit. So let me go to 3D here. This is where the end of Fields Road comes to an end at, and I'll go back here and try to show you a little bit of, let's see if it'll kind of bring it into context. I don't know why it's not showing me the road right now. But Fields Road runs right up through here, and it ends right here. This is the very end of Fields Road. As you see that name right there, Polly Bernard owns property, which is Andy Bernard, Jody Sue, his mother. You want to go in with this, Adrian?
Yes. So, can you switch it to where it has everything like shown on the maps?
Like the road and everything?
Yeah. So they can kind of see.
I don't know why it did that, but I'll go back and see what.
If you go to that side. Oh, is this a screenshot?
No, this right here is showing. I'll get back to it.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, you're fine. I just what kind of just because it's kind of confusing unless you see the actual roads.
That's what I'm doing.
And these are approximate, so that property is approximate. It's around that area, and we're not saying that she did anything, so please don't take that. It's just as a familiar property or a familiar, and it could be another coincidence because we have lots of those in this case, but it just in the case of someone in that area, or for example, even if it was if what Jose said was 100%, if Don and or Candace had something to do with this, this is just like a familiar area maybe.
This is where it
also
says
connects.
Yeah, and this is where it says Fields Road. This is where it puts a marker at, but this road goes all the way up to here and ends. And I don't know why it's not showing that. Let me see if I can actually. What I'll do is, I think I might have to get out of my little project right here.
No, you just so that the little two, the second one up on that sidebar.
Yeah, map style.
No, yeah, it should say everything. Sorry, I have a cough.
You're okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool.
Everything, and then it'll pull up those roads, and then you can kind of see the direction that those roads are going in, and then okay. So Fields Road comes up to there, and now I think Polly's property is just a little bit further, but it's about that area, so it's a little bit further towards the county line, but it meets that ridge, according to the parcel maps and stuff. So
right,
her property comes to a point in that ridge.
Right. So see right here, I'm trying to get it here from the side view.
Mm-hmm.
This right here, it'll come up to here. This to
Mm-hmm.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and we'll show this one.
Yeah.
So this is Fire Tower Road. This is on the exact opposite of, and this gave me me and her both, a better vantage point of what Fire Tower Road, because it showed on the other maps. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. Excellent. Yeah. So on the other maps, it shows kind of that Fire Tower Road comes up to here, and actually the fire tower is right here on the tip top of Chimney Top, which is very interesting, I thought. And I'm trying to get it to where it'll swing around there to show you guys. Let me see. So this right here from Polly Bernard's to right here is only 0.64 miles, so a little over half a mile. We'll go back in this. So from here to here, I believe that this is the end of at the end of Fields Road. Here is the end of a state maintained road.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
or a blacktop road, or paved or whatever. Yeah, and yeah, like I said, so Polly's property is just a little bit further up here. I think it's like kind of where that bunch of trees is there, because it kind of it's at a triangle. But the only reason that we're bringing this up is because, like I said, it could be familiar property. If he was friends with Andy, they may have hunted out there, or they may have visited out there at one point, or whatever. But this road possibly most likely connects from Fire Tower Road to Fields Road via back roads. Okay, right. These those little gravel back roads.
And I'm going to show where we found that it possibly can right here.
Yeah, and that's only so between that end of Fields Road and the end of Fire Tower Road, it's only a little over a half a mile. So it's not even that far. I mean, it looks kind of far, but it is not at all. And the reason that we're bringing this is because there has been a lot of discussion for a long time over Don's routes, what routes Don might have taken, what route he might have taken from leaving work in Jonesboro in the Meadows to get to Ben Hill. And we have such a significant time gap in the timeline at the end of that day that we come into question, like, okay, is there a possibility that he traveled this road, and why he would have traveled this road?
Right. And
that's kind of where
I've got the other maps set out to show that too, but right here, so where Polly Bernard's property is, did you say that Andy and Jody Sue actually lived on that property before moving to Ben Hill?
So I'm not sure if it's 100% sure. I should say I'm not sure if it's that property or if it's on. They did live in that area, but I don't know if it was that property so I'm not going to say that for sure.
Right.
But it was in that area, so that's why I'm just saying it could be a familiar area to all of them if they were friends. So I'm going to be very careful. I'm not accusing anybody, and Cam and Alli are not accusing anybody. We just want, we like to spark interest and to get discussions going on important things, such as routes that could have been taken by anybody, not just, Dawn, Candace, neighbors, whatever, but by anybody that's trying to leave the area with a child.
Right. And it's just questioning. So when you go and look at this area, why were they searching on Fields Road? We're not saying we know 100% why or anything, but these are the things we found, and things that might be a reason why. So right here on Fields Road, these are little areas that we saw that might have been areas to connect Fire Tower Road. They're little dirt roads that go actually right up the middle of this this little hollow right here, and they even will circle around up here. So I was actually going to go out and drive it today and see if it was possible, and I think we're going to do it tomorrow to see if it's possible that this could connect and take you right over the top of the mountain. So if that's only right a point over a mile, over a half a mile. So I mean, that's nothing. And when I saw that this is right on the top of the ridge, I mean, we know where state maintained roads end. That doesn't mean that another road doesn't travel right through the woods there, because I mean, you saw this road, Fields Road, didn't even look like it existed all the way up to there until we turned that on. This right here, let me go back real quick and show y'all a little bit better of Fields Road and Bell Road. So this is Fields Road. It cuts off to Bell Road. People asked me earlier today what this was the area where that picture was taken with the bridge where they were crossing. You saw search and rescue crossing over. I think that is right here where these two roads meet, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere right here where there's water that runs where that bridge would be. So travel it a little bit up here. Let me go up a little bit higher here. Bell Road can connect to Ben Hill Road right there. That's how far. That's pretty close too.
Yeah.
So, it's very possible if it's one thing that really stuck out to me is Jose, talks about that Summer had walked away before. If you've been listening to us for a long time, I've been yelling that I thought that was very possible for a long time, that this wasn't the first time that she, probably walked away quite often. I'd heard it from other sources prior to this, and even questioned it to Don one time, and he came on and said, no, absolutely not. But then you have, Sherfy Sr. talking about the boys, including Summer at the road. You got Jose saying that she's down behind a down behind a building or a shed. So I don't know. Is that where the footprints came from? Her walking away, being down there? Is that why the scent was there? I don't have the answers to it, but I think it's all very good questions. So then I had an issue for a long time. People was like, well, the parents are 100% lying. They're 100% liars. Well, then they said, but when they say she would never walk away, is what they said. I said, well, you can't say they're telling the truth about this one, and then everything else be a lie about. I feel like she has walked away. I don't know why they wouldn't just say that if she does and has a tendency to do that. Oh gosh, sorry about ruined everything just now. But I don't know. But I feel like that really answered a lot for me, and just saying that it's possible that she did. I've got some more stuff when we do break down the interview. I did go and ask questions in between from things Jose said. I went and asked Candace if that her side of it, to be fair. I tried to be fair on both sides, and we'll go over that later on. A lot of things were I don't feel like there's a lot of things Jose said that I feel like only he would know from being there. I don't know everything 100%, but we got to do due diligence to look into all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have nothing bad to say. I felt like that interview, if one thing Justice for All did is he let him speak. He let him tell his side. I don't feel like he's led, but I don't know, but like with every interview, if we'll get bashed for talking or looking into everybody's interview, but that's what you do. No matter if it's Dawn, Candace, Sherfy, Senior, Junior, Jose, Dudley, I've tried to look into everybody's interview and see, is this true? Was this line up? Is this trying to be fair?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a lot of information in those interviews, and you just have to make sure, you just have to see what stands out from everybody's side.
Yeah.
And see what lines up, like he said. That way that we can try to make some sense out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
We've said from the get-go through this, we treat everybody with kindness and respect, but we will go where the evidence goes and where the truth leads. So whoever is responsible for this needs to be held accountable. And, at this point, I'm still happy with saying that I'm still waiting to hear evidence from law enforcement and what they have, because as of right now, what everybody says is, he said, she said at this point, until, an investigation, law enforcement or somebody brings out tangible proof to all of it. Now, you say the house was in disarray. Yes, I agree. There was things that we didn't agree with. I agree that people, but everybody knows my stance on that, but it might be different from others. I've tried to be fair and just not give my opinion. If that's, we've been called, if that, sympathizer because we've been nice, and that we've chose to not bash and persecute people till we, know 100% what happened. And that's, we just, we all have opinions, and we just choose to hold on, and just wait for truth. What part did you want to go to next? Do you want me to share the other map?
Yeah. And again, like the reason, because what we do over on Crime Mama is we're constantly looking at multiple theories and multiple bits of information, conflicting statements, conflicting information, whatever, and trying to navigate through it, and we put these things together, and then we come up with things like this. And when Cam said, well, what started it last night was Cam was talking about a video that they had done early on. And I'm like, I missed that video. What in the world? And so he showed me where it was at. And I'm like, wait a second. And then he's like, oh my gosh. And then it was just like, and so, you have this, when you have these links, and where it shows that there can be less time driven, a shortcut, if you will, between, even if you look at it from, if Dawn came home and did something, because that's a theory, right? It would be a shortcut for him. If you looked at it as someone leaving Ben Hill with Summer, you're looking at that possibility of that's a quick way for them to get out of there without ever being seen on Beach Creek. You're looking at all of those little back roads, all those driveways and properties, and how desolate it really is through there, and how easy it would be to escape with a child. And then you're also looking at as if she walked away, did someone pick her up? Did someone just snatch her right off the road and just, they're gone. There's, there's multiple, I can sit here and go through all of the theories, and I won't, but excuse me. That's why we do this, is we kind of go every which way we possibly can, and bring it together, and because it kind of eliminates confusion. So okay.
Well, there it goes. It's gonna start messing with me now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this ain't, and like I said, this isn't pointing the finger at anybody. When you break down a situation, you say, so what did this person say about this? What did this person say? We'll look at every aspect of it, then that's what we got to do.
Right.
Trying to think what does that say right there? Oh, I knocked our green screen out. So did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That definitely did not. I did not like that. Check that out. They were like, give me just a second. Yeah, it completely shut us out. Give me a second.
No, I'm the only one up here. Let me see here. Maybe I'll read chat while they're coming. Let me see. Jose's very first initial interview, it busted a lot of lies series, added into some timelines surrounding the occurrences. Oh, sorry, I was reading comments.
Time. Hey, Beth Ball, I saw you. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. Hey, Kate.
Hi, Tennessee Southern Hell. Hi, guys.
And thank you guys for being in here. And look, that's like I said, like she said, we're not pointing fingers at nobody. We're just breaking down every scenario. What was said, is it possible these routes that go in and out of Beach Creek community over, I didn't know that it was, as easy to go all the way up to Fire Tower. I didn't understand why he talked about that road so much, but he did at the beginning. And
even to us, privately, he had said something about it, and we were like, why does that keep being brought up?
Right.
To see it be that close to Fields Road, I'm like, is there a dirt road or a state maintained road that's not, that can lead you straight over? Because what I was trying to show on my other map here is that Fire Tower Road connects all the way through Fall Branch, the back roads all the way to Jonesboro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only, what did we break it down, 19 minutes, and then to Beach Creek, so it's 35 minutes in total.
Let me see. Let me try to email you that. I have the screenshot actually, so I can email and you can just pull it up, because I'm not on my computer to do that. I'm on my computer, but not on StreamYard.
Can you see it now? Can you see it? You're muted.
Sorry, I was talking to a kid.
Oh, you're good. Hey, Small Fries. Hey, Sweet D. How are you doing? Yeah, and this, if she walked, like if it's possible, they caught her, down. They said the one that Don caught her at the end of the driveway at one point, and then the other one was that down. Uh, I tried to visualize what they said down a trail behind the shed. Is that the one that leads down to the part on Beach Creek where they find her down there? When he says that she was down there in just pajama pants and no shoes and no shirt. I don't know. Um, I don't. And again, at this point, it's all he said, she said. We don't know if we don't know the truth till somebody you know can show us whether what's accurate and what's not. But going on by what he's saying, if that's that shed, the first trail we showed that leads down to uh, where the shed is on Beach Creek, that down there is very soft ground. That's where we found that pink
That
little
rabbit.
bunny. Yeah. You want to tell them about that?
Well, when we were walking down, when we were filming that trail, the very first time we ever went to the property, the ground was really soft at the bottom. Well, actually, the whole way down, soft. And when we got to the bottom where you could actually see the shed, I happened to look down and there was this little bunny rabbit, and we have it on our video, I believe, of that trail. And it was just sticking out of the ground just enough for us to be able to see that it was a little bunny rabbit. And we didn't know how it got down there. I mean, we know that there's kids' toys kind of all over that property, but that one was just kind of out of place.
Yeah.
So
it's very true, Sweet D. I agree with you. 9 months and not a clue. Still, hopefully they're working. That it just it throws me off when they say they're no closer to finding out what happened to her, and then the very real possibility she walked away. If that's the case, though, that you saw how close when I showed you Bell Road, and Bell Road was to Ben Hill, and one of those scent locations. Let me just go back and show. One of her scent locations was right there on the property where that connects from Ben Hill to Bell Road. It's just crazy. Let me see if I can zoom out right here and show you. So this is Fire Tower. Yeah, this Horse Hall, all this Bethany Road, all of this leads straight to. You got the screenshots, Adrian? Thank you, Teresa.
Yeah, the screenshots. I can can do that.
Yeah, that's true too, Jamie. There's a bunch of kids that don't, they won't, even I've seen parents let their little girls run around out there without a shirt on and stuff. Does that make it right? Not. I don't know about these days with the amount of predators and creeps that are out there, but it's very true they do. But I think he was kind of talking about she woke up before everybody else and would go out and do her own thing early in the morning, which is that could be a very bad problem.
I'm gonna try to get these screenshots pulled up. It'll take me a minute.
Yeah, they found, that's true. Yeah, Bubs, Jose said they found somewhere behind a neighbor's house, but there wasn't another time they said behind a shed on the neighbor's house, or did I hear that wrong? At the bottom. If that's true at the neighbor's house that we're thinking of, where those footprints possibly could be, if that was an area she frequented, y'all know what neighbor that was and what house that was. So I thought I was told Adrian will have to. Where's your notes at that you took from that? Because I wanted you to see where. Did you write down where she went?
No, not that. Because this is just from the first little bit. I'm gonna go on through it and get some more.
Yeah, I want to make sure I want to be on point before I talk about all that. But just so, yeah, don't quote me on that. I just want to just say she was found behind either a shed or a neighbor's property or something. But thank you for catching me on that. I want to make sure that we got all that 100% before we go over that. Thank you,
And
Tracy. I got your email.
I'm going over that interview basically with a fine-tooth comb. That way that we can have as much information from it as we can.
Okay. So who's waiting?
What?
Somebody said he's waiting. What time is it? 5:36.
Oh yeah, till 6.
Do what?
Are you talking about?
Justice?
Yeah, he's apparently pushed it to 6.
Tell him thank you, and I'm gonna hurry up and get done so he can go on and do his thing. So justice for all of you, if you're listening, dude, I'm sorry that I scheduled this thing at like 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning. Who is this? You got 2 of you came in here. Adreian.
Okay.
Did you mean to bring another one of you popped in here too?
I know. I was trying. I can't. It's not only gonna let me email quickly. So I'll just share my screen and pull up.
Okay.
What I have screenshotted. Sorry, it's like mass chaos in my house every evening. So, is it this one?
See my bill. I'm getting caught up on all those emails. Did you send that video to me in an email? I think I will go over and I will reply back to you. I'm trying to get caught up. I have so much to answer.
Okay. Here is
Thank you so much for.
Okay, so I've got, okay. This is a pretty quick route from the Meadows. When I just kind of did a really fast line through here. I just drew a really fast line, so it's not perfect. But it comes, is it on?
No, share your screen. That was mine. Share it to me and I'll pop it up here.
Okay, hold on a second. Am I even in there anymore?
Yeah.
No, the other one that I shoot.
We added it on purpose so she can.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Okay.
That was my fault. Sorry.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me get back in there.
Dude. We're in a rush, man. Trying to get.
I know. I'm like, I feel bad now because I'm like, oh no. Okay, am I in the right one?
There you go.
Okay. Goodness. Okay. Now I can share my screen. And just that one. Oh wait, window. This one right here. Okay. Can you see that?
No.
There's another one.
There's another one. You didn't have to bring the other one up. So there you go.
Okay, so sorry, you'll have to excuse the kids in the background. Okay, so here is the Meadows over here, and this is a pretty quick route, sorry. And it follows this way, and this is what got us talking about it is that video that you guys did under that underpass there, in that area, and then it comes around and it goes to Chimney Top Loop onto Fire Tower Road. And one second, I'm telling you, it's like insane in my house. Okay, and then oh, did I stop sharing? I did, didn't I?
You don't have to have that other
okay.
view up.
Okay, I didn't know which ones you wanted me to pull up, but that was the quick route. And again, that was just from Dawn, so that's not, or Dawn's work. That's not, I'm not accusing, I'm just saying that's a possibility. And then we could also go the reverse direction from Ben Hill to Bell Road, to Fields, to Fire Tower. We could go down Beach Creek to Fields to, you know, Fire Tower. Like there's multiple different routes and back roads only that, this is just one route that we found. There's multiple other ways to get over that ridge and be in a whole different county in, you know, a matter of minutes, really, if you're a vehicle.
That's one thing we've said, you know, Beach Creek is, you can be in certain parts of Beach Creek and all the way down through that. You can, you know, have an arm in a different county. You could have Hawkins County, Washington County, Sullivan County, and Greene County.
Yeah.
You know, you can have a limb in each county. That's you know, that's what's made it hard, I think, for jurisdictions and law enforcement, because they are so close to Sullivan County line. What else was I going to say there? So yeah, that one route, like we were saying, so area that we searched before ever getting involved with, you know, the drone operators and divers and stuff. One of the areas we searched where we found all those deer bones. And if y'all haven't seen that video, but that, you know, that was on a possible route that could have been taken, even, you know, and those are all back roads. It could be taken all the way to Jonesboro, which is Washington County. That's my argument too there. You know, we've looked into, people say we don't look into the things that the parents do. Early on, we were following routes that Don possibly could have took from work and back, which was the shortest way. What other ways he could have cut through. There's, you know, so many back roads back there, and they all end up in Beach Creek, like she was saying. So this is what I'm going to end with, guys. I want to show you this. We'll show you a few things. He's got this pushed off till 6, so I'm going to show you what I thought about the red truck and what I found.
What's that?
And everybody has a red truck, by the way. It seems.
Oh my gosh.
Tacoma.
That Tacoma, man.
Yeah, everybody's name that has been, you know, the name's been brought up around Ben Hill Road or on Beach Creek. Everybody owns a Tacoma, a Toyota Tacoma, and between a 1995 and a 2002. So I'm like, everywhere you look, it's just, you know, well, there it is again. It's kind of frustrating.
Not even just that. Even in the last 9 months, me personally, in this area, I have seen so many. Like, even there's one that is at one of the hospitals that I work. Somebody drives one there. So every time that I pull into work, I'm like, and I'm like, oh no, wait.
Every kid
there's one at our kids' school. I mean, it's everywhere.
A bunch of the dudes I went to high school with drove Toyota Tacomas when they graduated.
Well, they all still have them, obviously.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to pull this picture up real quick. Send it to myself before.
Right there.
Right here. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to give, before I share this, I want to say that this, you know, this was taken and was able to see what one of Don's job sites looked like. And this is actually one of the times when, you know, Molly and them went out there to his job site. So Jose had talked about possible red truck that Don could have drove to for long trips out of town to do jobs like that. He said that had a ladder rack on it and whatnot. And I was like, where have I seen a red truck that'd be, you know, associated with a job site? He said Jose said he could have borrowed it from a coworker. So this was just where we happened to find this picture and where I could remember where it was from. When I show you this, I'm going to tell you too that these ladder racks are interchangeable between a bed of a truck or onto a trailer. They can slide in the 4 holes on the bed of a truck or on your trailer and the little side posts. So I'll show you this. If y'all remember this, you probably all saw this, but we're just saying, is it possible? Is this one of the coworkers that possibly? So this truck back here, this is one of the coworkers who worked there. That's one of the trailers with the ladder rack. I don't know if that's 100%, and I'm not saying this is it, but I'm just saying there's, a red truck where possibly, somebody that he worked with, and there's ladder racks. Could it be interchangeable? Yes, possibly. Does that mean it is? No. But but just something that yeah, I'm going to show you what I get when he says something that came to my mind and brought made me remember, where have I seen that with ladder rack? But that's just with the trailer. Does that mean that's also a Ford F-150? That's not a Tacoma. You take it, you judge it for what it's worth. I just thought it was interesting.
It is interesting. I mean, and then it would corroborate what Jose says about there being a coworker. So
yeah, and that's where those were, and from what I gathered through that was possibly one of the coworkers that he had worked with that works for Tucker Drywall that might drive that was parked right there in front of it. I think they actually left in that, but I couldn't remember where I saw a ladder rack just happened to be on that trailer. Could it be interchangeable? Possibly. Is it the one? We don't know. It's something that was seen. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I've got more. This probably could have been a lot smoother if I wasn't in a time crunch. Kind of went over it anyway. But we're gonna look at all of it. Where have we seen these things? We've seen red trucks with ladder racks all over the place in this area. That's the main profession. I feel like is a lot of people are subcontractors in this area, work for themselves, bid off jobs in construction. So that's Toyotas, Tacomas, red trucks, ladder racks, work trucks. That's the thing that you see in Walmart. It's a big deal. But for real, I guess that's it. I just wanted to bring this to y'all real quick. Try to bring something since we've been gone for a few days. And, we sat up last night trying to get caught up on that interview. Because I always, somebody called me last night, asked me what my opinion was on it, and I didn't know. So I said, let me listen to it before I make a opinion on anything. That's what we should do. I'm not going to, I don't want to. And this proves right here, I wanted to show this too. A lot of people that have followed us know that we've been objective to things that the parents have said, just like we would anybody else. That's just fair. To look at everything, even what they say, what this person says. Like I said, what Dudley said over there in his interview, you fact check everything. That's that's good practice. That's good research skills. That's good investigating skills, I feel like. So, hey, thanks, Killer Oaks. I appreciate it. Yeah, Beth, I do remember that. You asking about 22 Bell Road. So I'm gonna give it due diligence. I'm gonna go check out things for myself too. If I have to go on one side or the other, I just want to, and I'll be able to get some footage about it. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. I know Adreian appreciates it too.
I do. I've got a baby on my lap. I'm sorry. Evenings are really, really chaotic at my house. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, you're good. I appreciate you helping me with that. Like, hopefully we can be more thorough with it when I go out there, or we go out there and we film it. Maybe we can give you a better bird's eye view of the whole thing. I mean, we're not doing anything wrong for driving through it. If it's blocked off, we can't get through there, then we won't do it.
Right.
I'm not going to do anything that breaks the law. Guys, I guess I'm just going to do a short prayer and we'll leave out of here and let Justice for All do his thing and break down his interview. So, dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much. We ask that you bring some information to Summer's case and all the missing cases out there, Lord. We ask that we bring answers and bring whoever is accountable for this to justice. If it is that she walked away, like law enforcement has said, and she is out there, Lord, we ask that search and rescue be put in the right places, the right time to find her and bring answers to her situation. Regardless, we ask that no stone be left unturned and that everything be investigated for what it is, and that people be held accountable for things. If there was things bad happening to her, let that come to light. In all children's cases, if they are going through such situations at home with somebody that wants to hurt them or treat them unkind or touch them inappropriately, Lord, I ask that people do not keep their mouth closed, and speak out on these people that do these heinous things, and let it be known that not going to stand for it. And don't, I've suffered with it too. Heavenly Father, you've helped me to come through on the other side being with a better outlook. But some people feel like that person that has hurt them holds something over their head for the rest of their life. And I ask that not be so, and that you give them their life back and a peace in their heart. Lord, anybody in the chat that is reaching out to you, I ask that you answer their prayers. In the name of Jesus, I pray, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, guys. I guess that's it. I'm going to make this. Is that everything? You got anything else, Adreian?
No, I'm good. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Thank you for letting me come up and do this with you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Guys, if you haven't, go over and subscribe to Chroma Mama. Her and Jenny, they break stuff down. They're putting together all this information to a place that hopefully it's easy. We can just, find it really quick and go over and have that to reference from. Check them out, see what they're doing over there. Again, that's all from me and Alli. Remember, at the end of the day, everybody wants justice.
But justice doesn't have to be carried out with hate.
We'll love you, and we catch you on the next one.
See ya. Maybe.
Maybe.